welcome to the Martin's Peterbilt Cardinal Media Network, your home for South Laurel Cardinals basketball. Tonight, the broadcast brothers, Jamie and Tyler Dotson, are courtside to bring you all the action, all the excitement, and every highlight as the Cardinals take the court. Settle in, South Laurel family. Tip-off is moments away, and we're ready for another unforgettable night of Cardinal basketball.
Well, good evening and welcome into the Martin's Peterbilt Cardinal Media Network. It's the pregame show brought to you by Sheriff John Root. It's the broadcast brothers, Tyler Dotson and my brother, Jamie Dotson. Jamie.
Hey, what's going on, folks out there? Let's ready for a big night, Tyler.
Kicking off the season in style as this South Laurel version takes on their bitter rival, North Laurel. To kick the season off, Jamie, this team, North Laurel, ended South Laurel's season last year at the Region Championship at the Corbin Arena in an overtime thriller. And South Laurel has graduated Jordan Mabe, who is now playing at the University of Alabama at Huntsville and having himself a nice freshman season. We keep up with him. And Colton Rollins has graduated off that squad. And Jamie, they have to replace both of those talented players. And they have to do it. And but Jamie, a lot of talent and a lot of experience coming back for this version of Jeff Davis' squad, and excitement always. Jamie, they may be middle of the pack there at the district or in the region standings preseason, but you've got to know when Jeff Davis has got the clipboard over there, they're going to be. They'll have them right where they need to be at the end of the season, and they're always going to play defense.
Well, over the years, especially later since I've started covering South Laurel, Tyler, Jeff Davis's team is almost like his best coaching comes out when his back's against it, or he's the underdog, and everybody kind of counts him out. That's when Jeff Davis's team really locks in, and their defense comes in out of nowhere. What everyone thought was, and they end up winning, right? Harlan County, and who played them the best throughout that stretch? It was South Laurel, and they went away from wouldn't let Harlan County do what they wanted to do. And they locked them down and had a chance at the end of the game. And that's kind of the Jeff Davis that we've grown accustomed to, and we'll probably see here tonight. Slow it down. Let's keep them guys away from their game and keep them out of what Reese Davison does best and those kinds of things. And he's proven the last couple years can lock him down, except in the last year in the regional championship where Reese Davison kind of had his kind of an opening for him down the stretch in the state tournament, and had a wonderful state tournament. We can't take away from that. So,
well, Jamie, I will say another little wrinkle that always emerges, whether it's some star or some young kid or young player on Jeff Davis's team will emerge and be the leader of the squad. Now, whether that's the grizzled veteran point guard Garrison Brown kind of takes that, that team will take on his identity, and his identity is that of Jeff Davis's, just hard-nosed, gritty. We saw Landon Howard get a lot of opportunities last year. We know he can shoot. We need to see him make some big shots. Caden McQueen has played a lot of basketball now in his senior season, and looking for a big breakout. Love to see Blaine Baker stay healthy. Jamie, he is a toughness down low and his ability to rebound. But the guy I'm looking for is a sophomore, Caden Taylor. Came on late at the end of the season and just hit some absolute daggers in that district championship game against Corbin down at Williamsburg last year. And I'm looking forward to seeing him take that jump in year number 2 in this system. But then this roster, Jamie, there's some guys on there, and Brendan Murphy's another one that we really liked what he can bring to the. I'd like to see him in an extended role as well. But Jamie, this North Laurel squad, this is the preseason region favorite, and rightfully so. They're impressive, and none more so than Reese Davis.
You're right, Tyler. Reese Davidson, like I mentioned a little bit ago during your South Laurel go, but he really kind of had a coming out party against a team that really shut him down every time he plays with South Laurel in the regional championship. He came out, he played really well against Jordan Mabe, and they went on then to win a few games in the state tournament and really had a coming out party then.
Yes, he did.
In the state tournament.
40-some, and he averaged close to 40 in the 2 games there. It was impressive to watch. That game, the region championship was such just a low-scoring slugfest down there that it was. I remember Cooper Elsa kind of being like the X factor there and hit some big shots down the stretch. So, Jamie, that you run down their roster, and one player that's kind of filling in, for Cole Jervis, who they lost off the roster last year and provided some toughness and some spark. It's a sophomore, Caden Allen. Jamie, I had the privilege of watching North Laurel on Tuesday night they kind of get a little early scouting against Lexington Catholic. They struggled mightily with the pressure, and we know what South Laurel can do, and that's amp that up and force them to end turnovers. I don't know how Coach Davis will play them tonight as far as if he'll pick up full court. I don't know if his roster is there, but the one weakness I think that just physically looking, it's not the tallest lineup. McQueen's got some size, but they'll have to get creative, and we know that Coach Davis certainly can do that. So I'm looking forward to this little chess match between these two coaches.
Yeah, it's going to come down to coaching, and then on how Davis handles how his style will match up against Coach Valentine. Players on South Ball, their starting lineup more than likely. And there's a couple of players that showed some signs last year. Isaiah Robinson has got some speed. He's got some. He's a heady player. He's got some abilities. Now he's few and far between with a lot of experience. So that maybe go through the summer and going through the practice through the summer and then early preseason, getting that extra experience for Isaiah Robinson and Brendan Murphy. And some of these other players we've seen quite a bit last year, at least in JV action, and they're going to need to come in with a bigger role this year and some quality minutes that they'll need to have. So I'm looking forward to seeing some of these players as they grow. As we see, and we've been doing this a while now, and watching these players increase their abilities and their skills and their knowledge for the game. It's fun to kind of watch them develop.
Yes, it certainly is, Jamie. And you're listening in here to the Sheriff John Root pregame show. Got 2 minutes before tip-off. I'm sure they'll bring the flag down here and do the national anthem, but we'll talk right into this. We've got exciting, again, we'll be on the airways tomorrow, Jamie, at the home opener against McCreary Central. And then on December 9th, which is Tuesday, they play Clay County. So big start to the season here.
Big girls game tonight for the South Laurel Lady Cars. They're heading over to, and they're probably already getting ready to start at Sacred Heart, defending state champ Sacred Heart. That's going to be a big one for Coach Whelan and the girls, and hopefully we can come out. We're a good team. That South Laurel Lady Car, look out. They took care of a really good Rockcastle team on Monday night. We were there for that action, and it was good. It was a close game until the fourth quarter where the Lady Cars pulled ahead, won by 15. I think was the final score, was the final differential there. But look for them to have a really fun 13th region run, and I think they may be favored in the third. They are favored in the 13th region.
Yeah, definitely. And we saw them. That Rockcastle was solid, like you said. They was good, and then they pulled away late and did it without having to hit a lot of threes. They relied on they made a few, and Aubrey Bundy hit some to kind of pace them to start the game. But we're going to try to get some updates from Philip, her dad. So he's going to keep us in touch with what's happening up there at Sacred Heart. But 45 seconds here. We'll take a quick break. We'll have the starting lineups when we come back. This has been the Sheriff John Root pregame show right here on the Martins Peterbilt Cardinal Media Network.
Just like a strong defense on the court, Sheriff John Root and his team work every day to protect Laurel County. With dedication, teamwork, and community pride, they're here to keep our families safe on and off the field. Good luck to the South Laurel Cardinals. This broadcast and all of our exceptional web content at Cardinal Media Network are brought to you by Julie Ross Ray Media Consulting. With over 20 years of experience, Julie provides tailored media solutions to help take your business to the next level. Learn more at julierossraymedia.com. Hungry fans know the winning play. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken. Fresh, hot, and always delicious. Lee's is your game day MVP. Lee's Famous Recipe, where game day gets delicious. Famous Recipe in Corbin, Kentucky. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Yaton's Auto Sales, where every deal is a slam dunk. If you're looking to drive home a winner, Yaden's has the lineup to get you there. Quality vehicles, great prices, and a team that always delivers the assist. Stop by Yaden's Auto Sales and let them help you score big on your next ride. Yaden's Auto Sales, proud supporter of Cardinal basketball. You're invited to the Creek Church. Come experience meaningful worship, a message that meets real life, and a community that feels like home. If you're curious about faith or ready for a new beginning, there's room for your story, your questions, and your next step. Join us this Sunday. Your seat is already waiting in
London Tourism. Discover adventure in London, Kentucky, the state's cycling capital. Explore scenic trails in the Daniel Boone National Forest, perfect for hiking and mountain biking. Enjoy family fun at Levi Jackson Wilderness Road Park, featuring historic sites and a community pool. Visit Whitley Branch Veterans Park for walking paths, a dog park, and disc golf. Experience home to concerts and community events. Plan your visit today at visitlondonkentucky.com.
Kimber Home Furnishings in London and Somerset is home to the best-selling furniture brands in America like Lazy Boy. Kimber also has the biggest selection you'll find anywhere, getting you what you want when you want it. We're a third-generation family business, in business since 1963. Kimber also believes in investing back in our community and especially our youth. That's why we're proud to sponsor 13th Region Sports. Any building can be a house, but Kimber makes it home.
All right, welcome back in here to the Martin Peterbilt Cardinal Media Network. It's North Laurel and South Laurel, your starting lineups. We brought to you by the Creek. Everybody to the Creek Church, come out and experience uplifting worship, a practical message, and a community that feels like home. Whether you're exploring your faith or looking for a fresh start, there's a place for you at the Creek. Join us at our locations in London, Somerset, and Williamsburg. Details at thecreekchurch.com. Jamie, Coach Jeff Davis' squad rocking their retro look with the red uniforms. That looks nice. And so far we've got starting lineup here. Take it away, James.
Looks like we've talked about it a little bit in pregame, more than likely. But now we've got number 3, Caden Taylor. And number 14 is Lehman.
Yeah, Braden Lehman.
Braden Lehman getting the start. Number 1, Garrison Brown. He's a senior. We got number 13. Is he out there? Did we see
Landon Howard's out there as well.
And then Blaine Baker was the other, number 22.
He did not start.
Okay, so Lehman went in for Baker.
Yep.
We didn't get those early notes, Tyler. My bad on that one.
That's all right. Jamie, for North Laurel, it will be Cooper Elson. He's a junior point guard. Number 10, Caden Allen, sophomore shooting guard. Another little shooting guard, combo guard, Jordan Rollins, number 2. It's his senior season now. And the big man, 6'8", Reese Davidson, the senior, number 30, along with sophomore, number 14. Now let's see here, Jamie. We might have R.J. Noble in there. Now it looks like Corey Cunningham's going to be playing tonight. Sorry, take that back, Jamie. R.J. Noble, the junior, will be in there tonight. Cunningham got to start Tuesday night, and it'll be R.J. Noble, the junior, tonight, number 34. So familiar foes and a familiar lineup for Coach Nate Valentine's North Laurel Jaguars. 0-1 on the year. South Laurel comes in with their first game of the season. So let's see what they got cooked up tonight. This is a fun one. Always a great atmosphere. Good crowd here on a chilly night.
Especially with Christmas on Main happened to be in the same schedule and time frame. And a pretty good crowd here, which I'd rather be inside than outside today.
Shout out to Mrs. Claus there. Julie Ross Ray she is always a good sport. Don's that. She sent us a picture. Said the Broadcast Brothers are not on the naughty list, so that's great.
That's great. So that means we done well setting it up ourselves today.
Yes, we did. We're on and live. Everything's looking good. So again, that starting lineups there brought to you by the Creek Church. Give them a shout out there if you need a church to go. Then they turned the lights out on us. Got the spotlights. It's a nice little atmosphere.
Yeah, they really quite a difference over here than we see at other places inside the region. But good atmosphere here at North Laurel.
Not a lot of folks sitting here behind us. Sam, does this thing need plugged in?
No.
Okay. It'll be Reese Davidson and Caden McQueen to jump this one off to get us started here. Southall will be going left to right on your radio dial. The black trim with the gray numerals. North Laurel in their home whites with the green numbers and the blue trim. Tap is controlled by North Laurel. There'll be Reese Davidson with it, and he'll get it started. Driving all the way to the basket, he's bumped off his spot, and we got an early whistle, and the foul's going to be on Caden McQueen, and that'll be on the shot.
Immediately go straight to just a straight line drive with no help coming from either side, and gets fouled and go to the free throw line is Reese Davidson.
Reese Davidson at the line to shoot 2. And the first one's good. Jamie, how do you handle that guy? We'll probably see a lot of different looks defensively.
Yeah, Davis will go to some zones and some different looks, and missed the second free throw though for Davidson.
Harrison Brown will get it started here for South Laurel. Whips it over to Howard. Howard being guarded by Allen. Gets in the paint, picks up his dribble, now fires it over to Brown. 3-point shot's no good. Ball's tapped out and controlled by R.J. Noble for North Laurel.
Hey, with great penetration there by Howard, and a good kick and a good look.
And we got a turnover here. Reese Davidson just kind of chucked that there. The space was vacated there by Caden Allen. Little mix-up. And South Laurel will get it back here, Jamie. I like that open look. Garrison Brown can knock that shot down. That one just a little strong.
I'm already seeing more from Howard. He never penetrated last year, at least from perspective of trying to get the offense going.
He gets it over to Lehman. Out top it goes to McQueen to Taylor. He'll drive at the foul line. Picks it up. Back to McQueen. He'll drive in on Noble. Ball strip. Keeps it. Now he travels.
Clearly on that one. There's good defense there by North Laurel. But South Laurel with their first turnover.
Look down there at the very svelte Jeff Davis. We hadn't seen him in a couple weeks.
He's dropped some LBs over there.
Yeah. Elza, a little pressure in the backcourt. Gives way to Allen. Now to Davidson. Near midcourt. Good defense here by South Laurel. 1-0 North Laurel for just joining us. Davidson a little loose with the ball now. Fires it back out to Elza. Allen, little stutter step, finds Noble underneath, shots up, and he gets it to go with the left hand. Just a little slip screen there. Good find from Allen, and it's 3-0 North Laurel. Good defense there that time by South Laurel. Just real good play and good catch.
It's a touch better offense there.
Lehman has it at the elbow, fires it over to Howard. He'll let go for a 3, and that's off. Ball just kind of rolls off, and Noble picks it up.
I mean, he's not shy. He's going to shoot the lights out eventually, and we're going to see it.
Elza gets it to Davidson at the foul line. He floats to his left, shoots it, and that's going to be a foul on the rebound attempt there. Looks like Noble gets him with an overback on Lehman.
That was Noble. I think that was his. That's his first.
One foul either way. 3-0 North Laurel. Nothing doing here for South Laurel so far to start this game. But Garrison Brown gets it to Taylor, hands it right back off to him on the right wing. Now to Howard, turns down the 3. He'll drive in on Davidson, wrap around pass to McQueen. Little baseline J is no good. It's off to Elza. South Laurel getting good looks here, Jamie, just not really close.
That's going to be an offensive.
We got an offensive foul on the drive. Elza kind of runs over top of Caden Taylor.
That's what South Laurel's defense and Jeff Desch does, is he will do those plays like that, draw the offensive foul, and that's going to be another foul on. Who was that?
Subs here,
that was
Jamie. That was on Elza.
Okay.
Yep. So up off the bench, Brendan Murphy and number 11 Isaiah Robinson in for Howard and Brown. So keep an eye on it. Also Blaine Baker coming in for Lehman. So fresh in the first quarter, looking for some offense. Jamie, we like the energy that Robinson brought last year in his freshman season. Now he looks like he's grown a little bit too.
Yeah, we've seen potential last year just to get that experience on the varsity level. He's going to get it this year.
McQueen, little fake handoff, now gives way to Baker, now off to Robinson. From McQueen to Taylor. Stutter step, driving in the lane, circles. Pull-up jumper is no good. Fighting for it is Baker, and he can't come down with it.
Kind of fighting each other there on that rebound, but with Caden McQueen and Baker unable to come up with it.
Davidson with McQueen on him. He's got the early foul. Now nice pass on the other side, and Noble can't connect. South Laurel fortunate there as Baker and Noble get tied up. No call there.
Davis with a nice dime there. Potential dime. Missed it.
That is off. Shot in the corner there by McQueen was just a little short on that side over there. Elza goes coast to coast. Wraparound shot with the right hand is good. And it's 5-0 North Laurel. 4:30 to play. Robinson. South Laurel looking for a bucket. McQueen gives way to Brendan Murphy at the top of the key. Murphy just inside the three-point line. Shot hangs on the rim. And we got a foul on the floor. Who's that going to be on?
Either way, I think it's 2 fouls on either Elza or Noble.
That is going to be the second on Noble, and they'll get Corey Cunningham up off the bench. Also checking in is Braden Cassidy.
South Laurel will disrupt you on the defensive end. I mean, they've not scored. That's going to become a problem. You got to score some points, but at least they can keep it close with their defense.
Bad pass there on the entry. That was Cassidy just up off the bench, but they'll get it back. Ball is tapped out, and it'll stay with South Laurel. Tough angle here to inbound right in front of the North Laurel bench.
You got a bailout here to Baker in the back court.
They'll go that way, all the way down to Baker. Robinson getting a little play call from Davis. Gets it across now, gives way to McQueen at the left elbow, or left wing, sorry. Gives to Baker. And it's stolen away. Allen taking it coast to coast, lays it in with the right hand. And that was Braden Cassidy, just a little careless with the basketball. 7-0 here. Nearly comes away with another steal. Murphy fires it open in the corner. It's Robinson buries it. There we go, Jamie. Isaiah Robinson, the sophomore, rips it through. 7-3 South Laurel.
Pretty shot right there for Robinson. First points of the season for South Laurel.
He picks it up now. South Laurel bringing the intensity. They're fighting for it hard there. Davis.
He's going to side jaw him there a little bit. Davis getting pumped right in front of him there on the bench.
Going for the ball there. They were getting after Allen there. It looks like they raked him across the heads with the indication from the official. And I think that's going to be on number 12, Brendan Murphy. Love that intensity, though. 7-3. North Laurel leading the ball. Davidson, elbow or free throw jumper. Off the back iron. Rebound comes down to McQueen. South Laurel looking to run. Murphy brings it up. Gives way to McQueen. Hands it off to Cassidy. Picks up his dribble. Now turns. Off to McQueen. He's in no man's land. Now finds Cassidy straight in front of him.
Nice shot.
The basket. He rips it through, Jamie. 7-5.
Just need to see one go in and start multiplying. That's what we need to see. Good shot by Cassidy.
Is going to come back in here for South Laurel. Next stoppage. It'll be back Lehman, and turnaround jumper back to the other end's no good. That's Cunningham. He misses from close range. Robinson feeling it. 3-ball. In and out. Rebound controlled by Davidson. He falls down. Travel. Wow. They're going to give it back to South Laurel. Love it.
Could have went either way with that with a little shove. Davidson goes down, but fortunate for South Laurel, he got called for the steps.
2:35 in this ballgame. 7-5. North Laurel with the lead. South Laurel's basketball here. Intensity picking up.
So far, we kind of said it in pregame, the defense for South Laurel is looking pretty stellar.
Had Lehman, little curl off the inbound, and I don't know if that was tipped, but Taylor misses everything there.
Those crazy straps is what it looks like it hit, but I don't think from that angle those do get hit.
East Davidson crossing over, gives way to Allen. He fires a 3, rattles home. They double them up. 10-5 your score. Robinson back the other way. Murphy out there long back in for South Laurel. Robinson drives in, cut off by Elza. Picks his dribble up, now finds it to Murphy. He's got a clear path to the basket, lays it up off and in.
They were going to call it. Looked like a goaltending. He had slapped the backboard. They were going to call it, but he made it anyway.
Anyway, give him 2 more. Makes it 10-7.
Was that Murphy?
That was Brennan Murphy. That was a nice move from Brennan. He'll check out.
His first bucket of the night. And
so he will, they'll have Landon Howard back out along with Garrison Brown. We're under a minute 45 to play.
Good matchup right here with Garrison Brown on Elza. Now we're going to.
Elza and Brown, a little.
I feel like Elza was trying to initiate that on that particular time as their referee steps in and trying to.
3 team fouls either way, and that's the first one on Garrison Brown.
Garrison Brown, that's what he does. Gets in the heads of the opponent. Football, basketball, it doesn't matter. That's what he loves to do.
Davidson now on the low post. Now he passes out of it to Elza. He turns the 3-pointer down. Off it goes to
Lehman's really pumped up there against Davidson. Kind of looking at that matchup away from the ball.
Good defense here from South. Cunningham rolls over top of Blaine Baker, and they get an offensive foul.
They are pumped up defensively. Look at that bench standing up. And Blaine Baker does that more often than not. Gets in the way and falls down. Another charge call for North Law. That's their 14th foul.
Blaine Baker bringing the energy. Man, we missed him start of the season last year. And just that nose injuries, he battles through a lot of adversity. Landon Howard with the ball out there. Whipping it around the perimeter. Now it settles into the hands of Garrison Brown. Now over to the other side to Taylor. 3 balls up. Oh, in and out. That's a good looking shot.
He's had 2 rattle out. That looks halfway down.
10-7. That would have tied it up. But the rebound comes off to Elza, and he'll bring it up himself. Being dogged out there by Brown. Now off it goes.
Look at the intensity this team is bringing.
Elza, 3 ball. Off. Davidson fighting for it. He has it. And they'll get a
on the line
foul there.
They're going to call a foul.
A lot of contact underneath there on Davidson. And they were fighting for position, and the foul is going to be
14, I think.
That's his first, and the team's 4th of this quarter. Next one will be 2 free throws for North Law. And if there's a foul on North Law, South will be in the bonus.
So, maybe.
Boy, this is starting to pick up. Be a foul real quick here.
Near.
Down low goes, and here we go.
Ooh, we got a shove.
That's Lehman's second there.
Yep. And then Davidson gives a little chicken wing back after the whistle was blown. This could get, it is getting chippy already. This could get.
Well, there we go. Reese Davis will be at the line to shoot too, Jamie. I could just feel it and sense it.
He's got 1 point on the night with his 1 or 2 from the free throw line. The opening drive of the game.
Free throw here brought to you by Yaden's Auto Sale. That hits the back iron, Jamie. 1 of 3 now. 1 for 3 from the line for Reese Davidson to play in the opening quarter. And he gets it to go, and it makes it a 4-point lead. R.J. Nobles will check in. And also, number 5, Cam Anderson will be in the game. His first action of the night. 35 seconds to play here. Let's see what South Law can concoct here.
Kind of a mid-trapping full-court press for North Law.
Baker gives way to Taylor. Looks like South Law will hold for the final shot here this first quarter. They double team Garrison Brown. He fights through it. Now gives way to Baker. He has it tapped from behind. 2. Off the back iron. No good.
Good defense by North Law that time.
Quarter 1 in the books. 11-7. Low scoring rock fight. Just what we thought would happen. So, all right. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to the Marks Peterbilt Cardinal Media Network.
London Tourism. Discover adventure in London, Kentucky, the state's cycling capital. Explore scenic trails in the Daniel Boone National Forest, perfect for hiking and mountain biking. Enjoy family fun at Levi Jackson Wilderness, home to concerts and community events. Plan your visit today at visitlondonkentucky.com.
The Family Entertainment Center, where every visit is a slam dunk. From 18 lanes of bowling